The rally is just about over, but the voices are continuing to be heard. It's your man, Andy Brown, right here with TMI Radio, giving you the scoop, and you have to hear what's going on live right here in McKinney, Texas. Ladies, what is going on here? Can you talk to us about it?
Yes, so we're here at a rally in McKinney. A young teenage girl who was black was attacked by the McKinney police force in lieu of her trespassing at a party that she was invited to at a pool party. And I was also just told that this isn't an isolated incident. This is a multiracial, multi-ethnic community. And I even was told by one of the local ladies that that white kids aren't, being threatened in the same manner when they enter into black communities, predominantly black communities. And so the question here is, what are we going to do about not just the officers that were involved, but the whole system in relation to not just children, but every person in this country, but when it's a child, it really brings it to the forefront and is getting people angry and scared, afraid.
Now, your name is Raven, is that correct? Raven, do you think your voice was heard efficiently here today at this rally?
Yes, I'm actually not even here for myself. I'm always doing everything that I do for Krishna, who is God, and that's why in my speech, I brought up, just how it's the one thing we have in common is that we're all here for a purpose. We're all on this earth for a purpose. We all come from various backgrounds, but how is it that the work that needs to be done on an individual level cannot be done by those who are targeted for their bodies? It takes a lot of, I'm sure some of you go to church. When you want to go deep, it takes a lot of power and will, doesn't it? Right. It takes a lot of power and will to figure out who you are in relation to God. But if you're constantly being told all you are is a black body, how are you going to be able to do that? I'm doing the work myself. And, I'm Creole, I'm from Houma, Louisiana, but it's hard enough for me, you know what I mean? Let alone like a young, black child, who is trying to find out who they are, who their identity is. You know what I mean? They're not given the opportunity. It's psychotraumatic.
She's absolutely right. And your name is?
My name is Ronnie.
Ronnie? Okay, and what did you experience here today? What was the message that was overall here at this rally here in McKinney, Texas?
The overall message that I'm getting is that we really need to have a better world for our young black children. Our black children are already being targeted. They went for the men, they went for the women, and now our children are being targeted. And I'm really, really getting angry because it's one thing to attack an adult that can defend themselves, but it's one thing to attack a kid that has no idea what's going on. It's one thing to go after a kid when their parents aren't around to even defend them. And it's another thing to have grown-ass people, sorry, forgive my language.
You can say grown.
It's one thing to have grown people attack 14-year-old girls saying, go back to your Section 8, pulling their hair, scuffling with them. That's a completely different thing. Tell a kid to go home, but don't physically attack them and then call the police and have renegade police officers acting like Rambo.
Wow. Y'all heard it right here live at TMI Radio in McKinney, Texas, giving you the truth. Find out more later on.